living like the winter do.
See me with the crew, had to get some food. I see you looking like you do. Had to make a move. Still I gotta grow in a Jimmy Choo. Break the rules, no you're not a fool, but I'm in the mood.
Alright, what's up, y'all? I'm gonna tell y'all a story about the year 2010 when I first came home from jail. How my girlfriend started crying while we was in the bed doing our love thing. She started crying while I was beating it up. You know what I'm saying? While I was hitting it. Oh, these flies, these bugs disrespectful again today. It's cold in New York. It's still summertime in the South. God damn. But anyways, I just want to go into details of why this happened and how did it end up happening, okay? So this is my ex, Tiana, the girl that got away, okay? The woman who helped me learn a valuable lesson as far as making sure you do right by the woman that you love. She taught me a valuable lesson. When you feel like you the man, because you getting whatever woman you want, it's the woman that don't want you. It's that rejection that'll affect you forever. Now, without getting into the long story, because I do have a video about Tiana, I just want to say that it's because of her, but because of me. But it's because of her that I'll probably never be able to love another woman. You know what I'm saying? I was in love with that girl. I was previously in love with a girl named Infinity. Before I went to Rikers Island in prison, me and Infinity ended up breaking up. But then I ended up falling in love with Tiana once I came home. Had Tiana, was cheating the whole time. You know, I could not control myself. I had no sexual discipline whatsoever. I was 20 years old. I just did a 1 to 3 in prison. I wanted every single girl I could possibly have, you know what I'm saying? I was wilding, but getting to the story, we're gonna fast forward. I ended up catching a violation for hanging out late, being on pills. We was walking to a party, ended up seeing some ops, chased them. We end up getting caught by police. I violated curfew, boom. I ended up doing 40 days in Edgecombe Correctional Facility, right? Now, while I was in there, Tiana came to see me every single week, and it was great, you know? She come to see me looking good, you know what I'm saying? Ass looking all fat, nice and pretty brown skinned woman. Long natural hair. And we just tongue kiss, talk, hold hands, and then she would leave. Now, she cried my first day home. I remember being home, and it was just like any other time, but it wasn't like any other time. This is when I realized that I really was in love with this girl. And I understood how much this girl really was in love with me now. She comes over. We doing our thing, you know, we chilling. We end up kissing, you know, touching on each other. We end up having sex. Now, while we in the middle of having sex, right? I remember this being one of my best stroke game sessions ever, you know what I'm saying? For those of us who've been to jail and then you come home, you know, sometimes that first round is gonna be quick, but it's gonna be epic. It wasn't like that for me, cause see, I beat my meat before she came that night, cause I planned on really turning up. So this is one of my best stroke sessions ever. Like I'm running a clinic. I'm hitting on all cylinders, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm wilding, stroke. Start off missionary, getting it, killing her, right? Like, no lie, like, we making love. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna cap. Like, one of the very few times I could say I was really making love. Like, this was like a spiritual thing. Like we making love. Like, I'm in it. Young, 20, 21 years old, with a 19, 20-year-old girl, like, making love, like, stroking it, winding in it like a Jamaican, bro. Like, going crazy, kissing each other, sweating all over each other. I still remember it vividly to this day, you know what I mean? So started out missionary, then I was hitting it from the back, wailing on her, right? Wailing, slapping her booty, all that. Fat butt too. Fat butt. So now, she get on top. So while she on top, you know what I'm saying? Like we both putting that work in, we having a good time. But I remember we used to do it a lot with the TV on, right? Cause you know, my mom's right the next room over and the walls is not that quiet. But I think my mom's and my stepfather might have been pissy drunk and sleep. Cause I did not care about the TV. The TV is off. And it's just darkness. And we just doing our thing. I'm talking about making love, you feel me? She on top, she riding it. She asking me like, you miss me? Miss this? I'm like, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, you miss daddy? You know what I'm saying? Like, we know, running through the whole spiel. You feel me? So she bouncing on it, she riding me. I'm gripping her buns. We having a good time, you know what I'm saying? We tongue kissing and all that. And then I stopped. We stopped tongue kissing, and I just watch her. She sits up on top of me. She riding me, but she looking down at me, right? She keeps saying like, I love you. But then she come back down, and then it's like her face is to the side of my face. And I can hear her sniffling and shit, crying. I can feel like teardrops falling on my shoulder. So I stop. I whisper in the ear. I'm like, yo, why you crying? You all right? I did something wrong? She like, no, don't stop. Keep going. I'm like, all right, cool. She like, listen, I missed you so much. You don't understand how much I love you. She ain't never broke it down for me like that. Like, I understood she loved me. Like, she told me she loved me before I told her. And that's also another thing, like, you guys need to understand. Do not tell a girl you love her first. But I already knew she loved me. She like, I just miss you so much. I'm like, yo, I miss you too. Mind you, we still like doing our thing. And I just remember it's dark, but it's like the gleam from the moon is like on us. And we sweating crazy like Shaq missing 2 free throws at the foul line in the 4th quarter, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just looking at her. She looked me in the face. She like, yo, listen, I love you. Promise me you'll never leave me again. I'm like, yo, I promise. We start tongue kissing again. Boom. Dumped in her, came in her. We came at the same time. And we stayed together for a long time after that. We got real close after that, you know what I'm saying? And I was really in love with that girl. Like I said in an earlier video discussing this topic, we ended up having a little break. And I ended up sleeping with my oldest son's mother. The whole time, you know what I'm saying, she pregnant. I ain't know. She ended up having a baby. I ended up telling Tiana what it was. She left. And I learned a valuable lesson that day, you know what I'm saying? You could lose a woman you love in a blink of an eye. Y'all could go on break and you could have sex with a woman and that woman have a child, even though me and her was trying for a long time to deliberately have a child. It just didn't happen. Had I not had a baby with another woman, we'd probably still be together. But it's lessons that I would have never learned if me and her would have stayed together. So, you know, everything happens for a reason, you know. But I needed that to happen to teach me what to do, what not to do. And honestly, you know, who wants to be that vulnerable? You know, I never allow myself to get that vulnerable again, you know. I ended up with my ex-girlfriend Brittany 2-3 years after that. After I already had my oldest son Cameron, you know, things got rocky. I love Brittany too, but spiritually, I was never more connected to another woman ever again after Tiana. And now I'm at a point where it's like I don't even really be trying to, like, I never chase women, but I really don't even be pressing the issue with chicks no more, you know what I'm saying? Cause these days I have sex with a chick and it's like she had more fun than me. Cause I busted all crazy, but all I got was a body out the situation. I ain't really make no connection. And as I get older, you know, that's what a man really want. I might never even get that again, but I do wish Tiana the best, you know. I'm sure she still thinks about me, and I still think about her. Peace.